Shalom, y'all. First, I want to give our praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, QADASH. Second, I want to give double honor to the apostles, GREATMILLSTONE, who were well. Third, I want to say Shalom, Mahabla, Bakiyasha, Sharala. Do hope I like this push because of the earth. So, like you. Just a little tip note, you know what I'm saying? Going in through the spirit, just kind of, I guess, hitting on and noticing, like, how I guess Salaki is on rotate right now. Let me turn that off. How the media is like slowly weeding out or trying to attempt to get rid of pretty much the works, man. See what I'm saying? Get rid of the works and slow us down to the point where we become either obsolete or null and void, or to make it seem like there's no progress, but there really is. They just want to kind of smother the truth, man. You see what I'm saying? So we're coming to that point when eventually they're gonna do it, man. They're gonna shut down the unicorn, and they're gonna pretty much try their best to, like, they're already trying, but they're gonna try and they're gonna make it pretty much it's gonna be obvious at that point that they're pretty much attacking us, even though from our perspective it is obvious because we see brothers' pages go down all the time, but it's gonna become even more obvious, man. You see what I'm saying? And right now, that's why it's important to because get as much as you can, you know what I'm saying? Other brothers have been in the spirit of anointing too, man. So that's a very powerful process. And here in our camp here, we just had a anointing ceremony not too long ago, and it made me realize how important it is to know those prayers, man. See what I'm saying? Because they are very important, and I didn't have them memorized, but through the spirit, you know, I got it sort of locked in my head now for any future, I guess, events in which I could use them, and how the spirit is just kind of having brothers, like, I guess, get closer and closer, which we should already be, you know, but how it's gonna be pretty much it's seeming to be like and what it eventually will be like us sort of against the world as it's been, but more mainstream, and a low tolerance for nonsense from the spiritual side, you know, a low tolerance for our enemies, and just, you know, just heavy judgment, man. So it's important for us to stay together, man. But yeah, man, just read an article kind of touching up on that, which I'll kind of get here in a second, but I'm just gonna, like, I guess, go through the scriptures here, and then touch up on that a little bit, and then continue reading. But yeah, man, that's just kind of the spirit that I've seen, how I've seen the spirit work, man. But how I'm seeing the spirit work, man, and how it's bringing brothers together, having them anoint more, you know, do prayers and gathering and things like that. And it's a beautiful thing, but it also signifies some other things, you know, that are probably to happen soon in the future. But let me start with this. I'll start at Ezekiel. I'll start at the top here, man. It says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak into the house of Israel, man. So this roll is the same roll that is spoken of in Revelations, where we have to eat the whole roll, man. See what I'm saying? First it's sweet, and then it's bitter, man. So what we do necessarily isn't fun, you know what I'm saying? It's not something that's exciting, or something that you know, anybody, I guess, wants to do for extended periods of time, because it's hard, man. It's like teaching kids that, you know, don't give in, don't or attempting to teach a class that, you know, just doesn't really care about anything that's going on, but you have to do it because it's your job, man. See what I'm saying? Even though you know that they're just clowning around, they're gonna keep clowning around and they're not gonna get it, man. But you have that one student in the class who may be that gym, you know what I'm saying? That's actually paying attention, and that's one of the hopeful elect, man. But that's just I guess what we have to keep doing, man. We have to keep teaching this hard-headed ass classroom until we get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? And we can't really I guess particularly tell who's gonna be who, but by the actions and by the showing that they care, you know, and the raising of the hand and the listening and taking heed, you can tell who in the classroom actually gives a crap about what the teacher's talking about, man. See what I'm saying? And that is a very important signification of one of the hopeful elect, man. And it's like sometimes you just get sick of Jake, man, and their attitudes, and even when they start to get it, man, they just get cocky and then they bring down everybody else's morale because they start going into other things that they don't really need to. But no, let me keep going, man. So yeah, it says speaking to the house of Israel. So we're supposed to eat the roll, man. See what I'm saying? This knowledge, we're supposed to take it in and filter and ignore the flesh, because what comes with the roll comes with fleshly trials, man. See what I'm saying? But that's why we're designed to be spiritual, so that way we don't let those fleshly trials interfere with our lesson that we're to teach, man. You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference between us, is that we're able to use I guess the lessons that we learn in this truth and this role that we get with the good and bad, take away from the bad and let him filter that out, and ignore the fleshly trials that we have to go through, and still go out there and do what we got to do, man, which is hard, man. It's not a season, you know, in the winter time, talking to Jake, you know, just utter nonsense, having to reiterate and repeat yourself over and over and over again. It can be hard, man. See what I'm saying? And it's coming to the point where a lot of things are manifesting, man. See what I'm saying? Like more chariots popping up. More brothers are entering these camps, you know what I'm saying, that have the truth. And they're leaving the world, leaving the church, so they're having to create systems out of desperation to try and get people back into them. You know what I'm saying? Whether they be through like a mass media movement, through like celebrities or huge channels of people that have some sort of backing of popularity. And it's you can see it's just kind of dead, man. It's coming to an end, man. As it should, man. See what I'm saying? So let me keep going. It says, verse 2, it says, so I opened my mouth and he caused me to eat the roll, man. So yeah, man. So nobody can get this without the Most High giving it to them, man. So it says that he caused us to eat the roll, man. See what I'm saying? Verse 3, it says, and he said unto me, son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I gave thee. Then I did eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness, man. So yeah, man. So in his mouth it was as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them, for thou art sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, are not sent to a people of a strange speech of a hard language, but thou art sent to the house of Israel, man. See what I'm saying? So very clear and direct who we are sent to. See what I'm saying? And this is this is the good news to us, because we, even though it has destruction and desolation and darkness in it, it's just the good news, because you know it has to come for us to step into this new realm, so to speak, and world, so to speak, man. See what I'm saying? Because we understand what's going on, man. We understand that we live on a garden, and that we were given a manual, and that certain people neglected that manual, and now they're messing up the whole garden, so to speak, man. See what I'm saying? And we can't let them do that, man. See what I'm saying? So now we have a task to do to get our people back in order, man. But deeper than that, let's just keep going, man, because I don't want to get off topic. Verse 6, it says, not too many people of strange speech and of hard language, whose words thou cannot understand. Surely I have sent thee to them. For if I had sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee, man. See what I'm saying? So that's the messed up part, is that if we were sent unto all these people, then all the work that we did, all the videos that we put out, they would have millions and millions of views already, man, because they will hearken unto us, man. So give me 1 second, so like you.